This class we will be discussing bubble sort algorithm. Bubble sorting is a simple sorting algorithm. It will sort the elements either in ascending order or descending order. So why the name bubble sort? Because the smaller elements or the larger elements either bubble up to the top position. So if it is an ascending order algorithm, the smaller elements will bubble up to the top position. And the basic principle of bubble sort algorithm is that it compares adjacent elements. Okay, it just compares the adjacent elements. So let us see the bubble sort algorithm. Here you can see there are 5 elements. The elements are -2, 45, 0, 11 and -9. So in bubble sorting algorithm, you will require 2 loops, an outer loop and an inner loop. Let us see how it works. There are 5 elements, so you will require 4 steps in the outer loop. You can see there are 4 steps in the outer loop. Okay, if there are 5 elements, 4 steps. That means if there are n elements, you will require n minus 1 steps in the outer loop. Okay, n minus 1 steps in the outer loop. And it just compares, it starts by comparing the adjacent elements. Let us see what happens in step 1. In step 1, you can see that the first 2 elements are -2 and 45. So what it do? It compare -2 and 45. When it compare -2 and 45, -2 is the smallest element, right? So it will not swap. It will remain as such. That is the first step in the first inner loop. Okay, then it comes to the next step where it compares the next 2 adjacent elements. That means 45 and 0. 45 and 0. So when you compare 45 and 0, 0 is a smaller element. So it will swap 45 and 0. So 45 and 0 are swapped and 0 comes to the second position. Okay, so it all happens in the first step itself. First step, that is the first outer loop. These all things are happening till the last element is compared and swapped. See, after comparing 45 and 0, it compares 45 and 11. When 45 and 11 is compared, 11 is a smaller one, so it is again swapped. Then it comes 11, 45 and -9. In the next step, 45 and -9 is compared. When 45 and -9 is compared, -9 is smaller, so it will come first, so -9 and 45. So in the first step, there are 4 comparisons. Okay, in the first step, there are 4 comparisons and you get an output or the result like -2, 0, 11, -9 and 45. But we haven't obtained our result. But the first outer loop process is completed. The first outer loop process is completed and again the loop continues. Comes to the next step. So what happens in the next step? Let us see what happens in the next step. In the next step, the input is the output from the first loop. So it is -2, 0, 11, -9 and 45. So by the time the first time outer loop is completed, 45 has come to the end. Okay, 45 is the largest element, it has come to the end. Now you are comparing the first 2 elements, -2 and 0. When -2 and 0 is compared, it's not swapped. Then the next step, 0 and 11 is compared. It's again not swapped. The next step, 11 and -9 is compared. And when 11 and -9 is compared, -9 is smaller than 11. So it is swapped. So whenever the first element is greater than the second element, it will be swapped. Okay, when the first element is greater than the second element, the element is swapped. And this is for ascending order sorting. And if it is a descending order sorting, it is just the reverse. Okay, so again, step 2 is completed. So how many steps are required in step 2? Only 3 steps. Whereas in step 1, 4 steps were required. Step 1, you required 4 steps in the inner loop. Step 2 requires 3 steps in the inner loop. Now what happens in step 3 and step 4? Let us see. In step 3, the input is -2, 0, -9, 11 and 45. It compares the first two elements, remain such as. Then it compares second set of element, that is 0 and -9, it is swapped. And the process is completed there. So in the third step, only two steps were required. In the third step, in the inner loop, only 2 steps were required. And the fourth step, you can see, within one step, you got the result. Okay, so you can now see that first step, you require 4 inner steps. In the second outer loop, you require 3. Third outer loop, you require 2. Fourth outer loop, you require only 1 comparison. Okay. This is a program for Bubble-Solve. So I will explain the program in detail. Let us come to each step. The first part is declaration. Declaration, you are declaring one array. That is the array into which you are entering the elements to be sorted. Number is the total number of elements. I and j are temporary elements. Temp is a variable that is required just for swapping. Okay, then you can enter the total number of elements. Total number of elements is stored in the variable number. Then you can enter the array elements. When array elements are entered, you require a for loop. Okay, that is to be noted that you require a for loop for entering the array elements. So the next step is, we have seen in the algorithm. The algorithm that I have shown in the graphical form. Okay, so in that algorithm, there were 2 loops, one outer loop and an inner loop. Have a look at the outer loop. The temporary variable used is I. How many steps were required for 5 elements? 4 steps were required, right? That is n minus 1 steps were required. So what is the condition here? You can start from I equal to 0, should stop when I is less than number minus 1. Or you require 4 steps. I less than number minus 1 is the condition for the outer loop. Similarly, come to the inner loop. Inner loop, the temporary variable is j, and you are seeing that in the first step, you require 4 comparisons. Second step, 3 comparisons. Third step, 2 comparisons, right? That means the condition will be j less than number minus I minus 1. If I is 0, then 5 minus 0 minus 1. 5 minus 1, it is 4. 4 steps. When I becomes 1 is a second step. Okay. Then 5 minus 1 minus 1. That is 5 minus 2. It is 3. Then I becomes 2. Then n minus 2 minus 1. That means 2 steps. Okay. That is a condition for the inner loop. And what is done inside the loop? You are just comparing the adjacent element. That means a of j and a of j plus 1. You are comparing the adjacent elements. So first, if the first element is a of j, the next element is a of j plus 1. So what happens if the first element is greater than the second element? You are swapping. You all know how swapping is done. Swapping is done with the help of a temporary variable called a temp. Temp is equal to A is equal to B is equal to temp. That is a swapping algorithm we have already studied. So here, instead of A, B, C variables, you have got array elements. So if it is an array element, how do you denote each and every element? A, and in square bracket, you have to write the variable name. That means A of 0, A of 1, etc. So here it is, temp is equal to A of j is equal to A of j plus 1, and A of j plus 1 is equal to temp. In this way, you can swap the adjacent elements if the first element is greater than the second element. So, while doing those two for loops n minus 1 time, your array elements will already be sorted. So, whatever be the name of the array, here the name of the array is A, the array element will be sorted in its position itself. It will be having the same name. The array name will be A itself, and the elements will be automatically sorted when these steps are executed. So what you have to do, you just have to print the array elements once again. See, The sorted elements in ascending order is for I equal to 0, I less than number, I plus plus. You just print A of I. When A of I is printed, the elements will be printed in the ascending order because it is already been sorted in the array. So hope you understood the concept. Thank you.